Well, we had a bunch of questions for you, but we left them
And forgot them all.
Oh no!
I'm so nervous. But anyway, so do you like Springfield so far?
I didn't really get to see a lot of it,
Really?
but I did go to the mall today.
Oh, it's little.
Nobody saw me. I was in a baseball cap.
Really?
I didn't get recognized, so it was
Oh,
cool because I
wow.
really got to have the real experience.
Yeah.
No one freaked out. It was like
Yeah.
right under the
It's
radar.
a little mall.
Yeah.
They have an Orange Julius there now.
Yeah.
Really?
It's
Well, that's
pretty
good.
exciting.
That's good. I did some shopping. I had a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Where
was
did you
nice.
go?
Oh,
Where you went
good.
to
Oh,
shop?
I don't know. I went to the bookstore. I went to Sephora. I bought a cell phone case. I bought,
The
mall
big
stuff.
thing.
you know.
Cool. Yeah.
She goes to Maurice's
Like
every time.
once a day or
What's
something
Maurice's?
like that. It's a clothing store. It's where I got this
Oh, I
and
like
these
that.
shoes.
That's great.
and-
They're great.
Yeah. So
Well,
thanks.
good.
But we did want to ask you what your favorite song to perform is.
Yeah. It's hard to name a favorite. It kind of varies night to night. Sometimes I'm like, this is really fun tonight, and sometimes I like a different one. And I like them all.
Yeah.
I think the ones that I wrote are really fun to perform because they really came from in here and in here, so
Yeah.
they're a little bit like I know exactly what I was thinking about when I wrote them, so I can kind of like really connect even more readily with those ones.
Yeah.
But I love them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Who
So-
is your favorite singer
Favorite singer?
or performer?
I have a lot of favorites. I mean, if I go back to the 70s, people like Freddie Mercury was amazing.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson
Very
was
energetic.
incredible. Even back even further, people like Jimi Hendrix was really cool. Even though I wouldn't even consider him a singer, it's just something about his musicality was great.
Yeah.
From the soul.
Yeah, people like that. Yeah. And then modern people, I love the pop girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Lady
there's not a lot
Gaga,
of, yeah, but
Katy
the
Perry.
thing that's funny is there's not a lot of pop guys.
Mm-mm.
So, I'm trying to bring it back.
You're on the
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying.
No, you're doing good.
I'm
You're
trying.
doing good. Yeah. Yeah. This is so exciting. So, and I wanted to ask too, your life kind of, is it something music every day, or do you ever get to just kind of take a day off and relax?
There's days off from here and there, and usually if I have one, I try to do as little as possible or something incredibly normal, just so that I feel normal. That's really important,
Yeah.
And I'm lucky that I have people in my band and in my dancer group that are friends of mine I'm,
okay.
it's like we can go hang out.
Okay.
So that's really nice. I don't feel too isolated.
So, no, do you get mobbed all the time everywhere you go?
Sometimes. I mean, it's kind of hit or miss. Sometimes I can like today I want to walk around the mall. It's cool.
Yeah.
Sometimes it gets a little bit weird.
Yeah.
It's always, with love, it's always a positive thing. And people they always mean well, but it does feel weird sometimes because I'm like, wait a minute. I'm just this guy that happened to audition for this show. So sometimes it's weird, and it's a real priority for me to try to keep both feet on the ground.
Really?
Yeah, as much as I possibly can. And it's hard to do sometimes when you get wrapped up in the lights
Try
and
not to
the
get swept away.
Yeah, I think it helps that I'm a little older and that I've been working in the entertainment industry, even though not the recording industry. I've been working in theater. But because I've been in that world, I think it kind of shed away some of the illusions of fame and celebrity for me. And living in LA too kind of makes you go okay, it's not all it's cracked up.
You see celebrities all the time.
Yeah, and you see cracks in the veneer. It's not. It's a big illusion. When you pick up Us Weekly, it looks one way, but when you're actually living it and you know people that are living it, it's a different world.
Yeah.
So I think that helps to know that going in before you experience it.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, did Allison, was she touring with you the whole time, or did you just kind of add her?
She's been touring with me since we started in the beginning of June. Yeah,
Okay.
she's great.
Is it fun?
She's great.
Yeah.
I had a blast with her on Idol. We sang
Yeah,
together that
you guys
one
have
week. We got along really well. And then even on the Idol tour, we sang together. So we're old pals. She's like my
Yeah.
little sister.
Is it fun to tour on your own now?
Yeah, it
from
is fun.
Idol?
I mean, I had a really good time on
Yeah.
the Idol tour. It was a great experience. But I think that touring on my own with my own show is kind of what I've always dreamed of.
Yeah.
I get to be on stage for an hour doing all these songs, and I came up with a set list, and I picked the costumes, and
Really?
I'm kind of like the director, so that's
Yeah.
really fun. It's my
That's
baby,
awesome.
So I feel really good presenting that to the audience every night. And if they don't like something, it's me. It's my show. It's my responsibility. So I feel like I'm carrying it on my shoulders, but I'm really happy to do so with people that are so talented. I have incredible musicians, incredible dancers. The crew I'm working with are top notch. So I think if it weren't for them, it would probably be it'd be a little dicey.
She thought that she was not going to be able to talk to you. She's taking over the whole thing.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
you're doing way better. I don't have any idea.
He was making fun of me because I couldn't think of questions. He's like, you have a communication degree and you can't even think of any questions.
Put that degree to work, I see.
Yeah, how hateful is that? But yeah, so it was
He made you get up to game though. That's what he did. He was reverse psychology. See that?
Well, it's just, I can't, seriously though, and I know you hear it all the time, biggest fan, blah, 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 but for me to actually get to meet you was absolutely ridiculous. I couldn't even believe it. He called into the radio station and sang part of your song.
Nice. What song?
And
Fever.
And
Nice.
sang it, and he won
probably her
all
favorite
this
song,
stuff.
too.
Yeah,
Nice, cool.
I love that song. And he just texted me, he's like, I won. I'm like,
What?
you know, so it was really exciting.
That was
I
a fun
so
one to perform
happy.
on stage every
Yeah.
night
Yeah.
because it's
That
early.
song.
It's early in the set, and so it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's early on, and it. You know, it's kind of risque.
Yeah.
So it's
I like
fun
it.
because I get to act out that kind of vibe for a minute.
I like that.
I think that's the cool thing about the show is it really kind of takes on a bunch of different dimensions.
Yeah.
You know, there's like the beginning is more about kind of like mystery and kind of sexuality and just being like kind of nasty and the darker side and like the seduction, and then midway point is all about like, you know, vulnerability and love and more like the honesty of the heart and sadness, and then the third half of the show, third of the show is all like joy and positivity and celebration.
Great note.
So it kind of like it has like
Yeah.
a journey.
That
you
sounds
know?
good. I can't wait. I'm so
Yeah,
excited.
it's really fun.
Concept.
Yeah, it's a loose concept, but it's there.
Yeah.
And I read into it more than the audience probably does. But each song is song, there's like kind of something like leading to the next one emotionally.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I had a question. Generations from now, what do you want to be remembered by?
I don't know. I want to. Hopefully, my music. I mean, that's what I'm doing. You know, first and foremost. Hopefully, somebody that maybe broke the mold a little bit. Someone that made people feel good about being different. You know, I think that they're.
I think you're doing that.
I
Yeah,
think that
me
needs
too.
a voice, you know, and there's a couple artists right now that are doing it. It's definitely like a movement,
Yeah.
and I don't know. Hopefully, just bring something different to the table.
And what about
Yeah.
generations from now? If somebody covered one of your songs, what would you prefer to be covered?
Well, it's early on yet. I mean, generations
Yeah.
from now, I only have one album, so hopefully by that point there will be a
From what
bunch
you
more
have
to
right
choose
now,
from.
though.
For what I have right now, I don't know. Maybe one of the ones that I wrote. You know, I think like Aftermath. I'm doing that tonight. That's a song that I wrote that's really
Great
close to
song.
my heart. And Strut's one that I wrote. So between those two, maybe they're one of them.
Well, one more question. Are you going to be doing anything new tonight?
Anything new? Probably not tonight. No.
Aw.
We've been like kind of throwing around a couple of ideas of some new material to add in, but we're not quite ready yet.
Right.
Yeah.
It's so early on in your tour. Huh?
Yeah. Well, we're kind of at the midway point
Oh, really?
for the U.S.
Oh.
Yeah. Our
okay,
last
yeah.
date in the U.S. is September 21st or 22nd, I think.
Okay.
So we're about halfway there, but then we have European dates to do.
That's
Cool.
right.
So that should be really exciting.
I
I'm
think-
looking forward to that.
He's giving us our
Well,
wrap up little
wrap it
signals.
up, yeah, wrap it
so thank you so
Thank
much.
you
Thank you
very much
I'm so
for giving us
excited.
all
It
this
was
time.
great to
Too,
meet you.
yeah,
I'm so
for sure.
excited.
Thanks
Way
for
different than I
coming.
thought it would be.
Yeah.
What do you think? I was not like throwing glitter on you or something?
Well,
No, I
I
just thought
just-
that you were going to be towering over us and stuff.
Yeah.
Heard you
I
wanted to
feel
go
like
there
really
with the
scared.
protesters outside, though.
I know we do. I want to go see them. I want to give them a wave. I heard there's like a positivity protest happening. I
there
like
is.
it.
Yeah.
Sounds like my kind of party.
Yeah.